Hey guys, Trenton here. Came out to Blue Diamond today to do a sort of like pre-ride slash course preview of what will be the Blue Diamond Enduro trails. Definitely want to check them out, see if it's an event I want to race, or if I want to reach out to the organizers, volunteer, and get the other racers stoked on racing it. So got about 5 miles to pedal to the top, so I won't bore you with that, but I'll keep pedaling and I'll see you at the top. All right, drop into stage one. Man, the dirt is good up here right now. Climb up to stage one actually took me about 50 minutes. So I'm not sure where they're starting from, because it was about 5.5 miles and I saw that it was only supposed to be 4 to 4.5. So I may have started a lot lower down the mountain. So it makes sense that it took quite a bit longer. But I do think the liaison stages are pretty reasonable with the time that they're gonna give you. So if you're on the fence, or it's your first race. Nice mess up there. If it's your first race, I wouldn't be too worried about the liaison. Pedal across, just because I'm by no means a fast pedaler. So I'd say you're gonna have plenty of time to get to whichever stage you want to get to, and get there with a reasonable amount of time to recover before you have to drop into your race run. But as far as 3 Mile Smile goes, trail's a ton of fun. Most of you watching this have probably rode it a time or two. It's a key staple in the Vegas scene. Ton of fun. Oh, new lip. Actually able to get some hang time on that now, but like I said, nothing too hard, nothing too crazy. Overall, just a good fun trail to get out on the bike and ride. Not an excessive amount of pedaling, so be a good one to get off the brakes and really let your bike eat. sideline. Eyes are getting a hair watery from it being cold out, but that's stage one. We got the little switchbacks to pedal up to stage two, so I'll get to work on that and I'll see you at the top. All right, just got to the top of the second liaison stage. Pretty quick. That one's only like a 2 to 3 minute pedal. You just have a few tech bits, but could easily hike a bike it to get up here quickly, but definitely something that won't be an issue during the race. Any of the newer riders or anything like that who are afraid of the liaison stages, I would say it's timed pretty well that you're not going to be pushing it to get to the top, because I'm by no means a strong pedaler, so if I'm making them in time, it should be relatively easy for you all and be something that you shouldn't let discourage you from racing. So that is the start to stage two. We're going to get into the Badger Pass section of the race. Overall, it's pretty flowy. Nothing too bad so far on this section of trail. Already more pedaling though than the 3 Mile Smile side. And with the little cool wave we've had come through Vegas, I am noticing my eyes wanting to water a little bit quicker than normal. Probably just due to me switching out my contacts. There is a running race on this trail right now, so we'll get off to the side, let the runner by, and then continue on our ride. No problem.
You're bombing it, man.
Yeah.
Jump off to the side and let you pass.
No worries. Have a good one. Thank you. Yeah, those are the real tough guys out here today. Apparently it's a 100-kilometer race. Definitely gonna give them right away, as I would hope during mountain bike races the same sort of courtesy would be given to us. Ooh, bit of a bad turn there on my part, but having a good time. And first most noticeable thing about this versus 3 Mile Smile is definitely that it's a, oh, thank you. First most noticeable thing is that this one's a lot flatter than the other stage for 3 Mile Smile.
Thank you.
No problem, guys. Have a good one.
You as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No problem. Relatively busy today, but sort of to be expected on holiday weekend. I'm filming this on Veterans Weekend, so imagine a lot of people are using it as a good excuse to get out on the bike. Oh, thank you.
One more.
Okay. Sweet. You're gonna let me by. Thank you. Ooh. Two of these bushes are sticking out a little bit into the trail, so it might be something to be cognizant of for the race. If you all have a preference towards thinner gloves, I know my left hand so far has taken quite the beating while going through this from the bushes hanging over the trails. Man. Definitely don't know this trail that well because a few of these tighter corners are really catching me off where I'm in the wrong gear and going wide. Okay, that shade definitely drives the temperature way down. Alright, little up section. Try and hit the pedals, get across. See a few of the guys on the e-bikes that I talked to at the top of 3 Mile coming across on the transfer from there. Definitely a flatter enduro race than what you typically see, but with that being said, it's going to make it much more friendly and open to anybody who wants to try their hand at racing rather than just get the usual crowd. It will really open it up to a broader spectrum of people who can get out here and have fun and enjoy the Great Vegas trails. Bit of a speed cut going. Help maintain the speed on this. There's a nasty cold headwind on this today. Oh, shoot. Another one of those tight corners. finish is almost in sight. Always a good feeling when you're pushing on a stage to look up and be able to see where the finish line is, to give you a little bit more tangible target of how much you're able to bury yourself in each of the sprints and stuff like that. Tree to the face. And this is about where the finish will be, to call it an end to stage 2. Actually, I'll get over by the lot, take a quick breather before head over to stage 3. So overall difference between the two. 2 is a lot more pedally than 1. How's it going?
Good, you?
Doing well. Trails are still remaining super busy. See how much water I have. Swing by my truck, top it off, and then we'll head over to stage 3. Hello. All right, on to the stage 3 portion. I've heard this is the most pedally portion, so we'll probably try to conserve some energy while recording this video, just to get all the way back up to the lot afterwards. But definitely something for during the race. You'll be sprinting as hard as you can and using every bit of energy if you're in one of the higher, more competitive categories for the race. Where's the owners? Oh, there they are. She's like, come on, Dad. She wants to lead. Y'all have a good one. Always great to see some trail dogs out here having fun, enjoying the local Vegas trails. We got a group coming up, so I'll let them by. Good morning.
Hello. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Still squeaking. You do a good job.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Y'all have a good one.
Same to you.
Thank you. Morning. Have a good one.
You too, bud.
Thank you. All right, get back on the trail. We'll go get back up to trail speed and continue to flow on down here. So I've heard it's, ooh, that was loud. Over here to the left. Gonna be careful on that. Be an easy place to slide out, but nothing too difficult if you take your time with it and don't rush the corner. But continue on down here, and we'll take this all the way over to Cactus Slalom, and then over Landmine, over to BFR, and then I heard the finish will be somewhere right around there. Thank you. Not the best section to catch somebody. He was completely blind behind that yucca tree to me, so didn't even see him till he had already gotten off for me. Couple good little berms right there. Back on the pedals though, because this is uphill. Can already tell from just the onset of this stage, you'll really want to make sure that you pace yourself, as it'd be a pretty easy stage to bury yourself early and then really be hurting on this climb and then the others down a little bit lower, to the point where you could have easy time made up by just saving a little bit here. Good morning.
Morning.
Saving a little bit here and then utilizing that extra gas in the tank when you're closer down towards the finish, putting in a good crank to get it done. Whew. Definitely one I don't usually use my lockout switch, but anything will help on this sort of stage. Just remember, once it starts going downhill more, to take it off, otherwise it's going to be a bit of a rougher ride and maybe not quite as much fun, but it'll still be a good pedal lane bike and help you through to the finish. Really putting the burn on my legs. This. Oh. Got a little bit lost there, as these are not my usual trails. So wanted to check and make sure I was getting the right thing on video for you also. It was a right turn there, and now we are on Cactus Slalom. I had gotten it mixed up with Little Daytona. Not sure if that was a mix-up from not trusting the sign, or more of a like Freudian slip hoping it was Little Daytona, because it's a pretty fun trail. And then middle trail over is a pretty fun little flowy blue to bring you back over to Cactus Slalom, where I believe the finish will be just past BFR. So keep pedaling, we'll let the runners by.
Guy with white sleeves go by?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay, we are on the right course.
Yeah, he's up there probably about a half mile.
Cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. Pretty impressive to see how many people are actually out here on the run and making it happen with the trails out here. I mean, something I couldn't even imagine, running 100 kilometers in a day. That is not my forte, but more power to them. Meanwhile, I'm struggling on this downhill stage just because it's flatter than what I usually ride. It's really putting a burn into my quads, and oops, sorry, gotta pay attention. That was 100% my fault for looking down and just cranking away rather than paying attention to the trail. Got another runner coming up right here. We'll let by. Morning. It is impressive to see all of them out here. See one more runner up here, I'll hop off to the side and let him by. Have a good one. Definitely impressive to see these guys getting it done. Morning. So definitely not the fastest trail preview for this last stage, but it'll give you an idea of the trail, and then also let you see some of these people out here doing their impressive feat. Glad I started when I did, because the wind is picking up a little bit and it's already gotten noticeably colder, and it's still probably morning, maybe just a little before noon. Seeing a few more runners out in the distance, so I'll look for a good spot to let them by. And then we're pretty close to BFR, so pull off here and let them by. Morning. Morning. Let this next one and the biker by. Then we should be pretty good to go all the way to the finish. Morning.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Come on, man.
How's it going?
Good.
Alright. Only about probably half a mile left, so stay on the cranks and then we will catch the finish here shortly. A little bit washed out there, so it was a bit difficult to pick up the trail. See one more runner we'll let by.
Appreciate it.
No problem. Have a good one.
Thank you too.
Thank you. Get across the little riverbed.
Morning.
Good morning.
Enjoy your ride.
Thank you. Enjoy the run. All right. Get up over to the bar. And I believe somewhere right in here, be pretty close to the finish. Not sure if there's gonna be stretching it out a little bit further. I'll keep the camera running and then give you all sort of my thoughts after I get off the race course, because don't want to be a moving chicane for the runners if I don't have to be. Let the bikers by. Morning. All right. Blue Diamond trails are very busy this morning, to say the least. But keep on continuing on down here. Might play around in the wash over here and then give you all my thoughts on the trails and who I think would really thrive at this enduro race. Alright guys, well, I got off the trail where the runners were. Didn't want to really be a hazard while I was trying to talk to you all, wrap up what I thought, and give a closing to the video. Overall, I think the trails that they picked are pretty good. They did great with what they have available doing here. The race in general, I think it's going to be focused more towards like newer riders, newer people to racing who maybe don't want to go make the full jump to a bootleg enduro where you're pedaling all the way up the fire road as your very first stage, and you have almost 800 vertical feet, maybe even a little bit more, just to start on stage one, compared to here you'll have a nice flowy downhill with 3 Mile Smile. Then you'll get into a little bit more mellow Badger Pass, and then you end it on, I believe it's Cactus Slalom all the way through. Not too certain on the trail names over here. I don't ride over here that much, but all the way through on that, it's just each stage gets a little bit more progressively pedally, so you're definitely pedaling your hardest at the end of the day when you're going to be beat. But overall, I would say it's a good time. It'll be a great race for those who haven't really raced before or are super curious about racing, wanting to get into it. It'd be a good race for them to check out what trails are available, what they can ride to have fun with it and stuff like that. So hopefully I'll see a bunch of you out here racing. Again, not sure if I'll end up racing or if I'll volunteer to help in some way with the race. I will keep you all posted on that, but other than that, you all please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. I look forward to bringing you all more content like this, previewing some of the local race courses and just local rides around Vegas and the southwestern United States. Hopefully have some cool vlogs planned early, well, not even early into next year, but towards the end of this year. Potentially a couple cool rides going on and stuff like that. So look forward to bringing out more videos for you all. Keep sending it, guys. Alright guys, well, I got off the trail where the runners were. Didn't want to really be a hazard while I was trying to talk to you all, wrap up what I thought, and give a closing to the video. Overall, I think the trails that they picked are pretty good. They did great with what they have available doing here. The race in general, I think it's going to be focused more towards like newer riders, newer people to racing who maybe don't want to go make the full jump to a bootleg enduro where you're pedaling all the way up the fire road as your very first stage, and you have almost 800 vertical feet, maybe even a little bit more, just to start on stage one, compared to here you'll have a nice flowy downhill with 3 Mile Smile. Then you'll get into a little bit more mellow Badger Pass, and then you end it on, I believe it's Cactus Slalom all the way through. Not too certain on the trail names over here. I don't ride over here that much, but all the way through on that, it's just each stage gets a little bit more progressively pedally, so you're definitely pedaling your hardest at the end of the day when you're going to be beat, but overall I would say it's a good time. It'll be a great race for those who haven't really raced before or are super curious about racing, wanting to get into it. It'd be a good race for them to check out what trails are available, what they can ride to have fun with it and stuff like that. So hopefully I'll see a bunch of you out here racing. Again, not sure if I'll end up racing or if I'll volunteer to help in some way with the race. I will keep you all posted on that, but other than that, you all please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. I look forward to bringing you all more content like this, previewing some of the local race courses and just local rides around Vegas and the southwestern United States. Hopefully have some cool vlogs planned early, well, not even early into next year, but towards the end of this year. Potentially a couple cool rides going on and stuff like that. So look forward to bringing out more videos for you all. Keep sending it, guys.